YouTube, what's going on? About to do this second video. First one was a teaser on the Wilwood disc brake setup for the C10. I have the front kit, the rear kit, and also I have the spindle kit for my truck. I'm gonna start off with the spindle kit. I'm gonna show you what everything that comes in the box. Starting off with the spindle kit. I don't know if you can see that. You get the instructions, and it says there, if you can see that, 71 through 87. Keep in mind, my truck is a 1960 that I'm putting this on. It's a 1960 with 73 through 87 front clip. It's actually the cross member, and I have 73 to 87 inner and outer tie rods, up and lower control arms, ball joints from 73 to 87 pickup. So this kit is designed to go on a 71 through 87, but my truck's a 60. But I changed the front clip or cross member, whatever you want to call it, from an 80 model, 73 to 87. Here's part of the spindle. This is the arm that holds the tie rod, and it bolts to this other section I'm about to pull out here. Here's the spindle itself. It's a nice setup. It's already powder coated. You don't have to do any painting. It's got the Wilwood stamped on it. Let's see if I can get a little closer for you. Wilwood stamped on it. It's already powder coated. Pretty good. It looks like it's quality, which Wilwood is known, you know, for good stuff. So that's the spindle there. Okay, this arm attached to the spindle, I haven't looked at the instructions, but it attaches some kind of way. And then here you have the bolts, the different bolts. You got the studs. This is the 5-on-5 Chevrolet big bolt pattern. 5-on-5 or 5x127. There's your studs for both sides. Here's your big bolts. That bolts the hub on, the wheel bearing hub, which I'm gonna pull out of the back in a minute. Another set of bolts. Already got the Loctite on it. Already got the Loctite, so you got to worry about that. These don't come with Loctite on them. They wouldn't imagine they would anyway. Here's the hub. Pull it out. This is the hub here. So you no longer have a spindle with the shaft in it. You got seal bearings, seal hub, whatever you want to call it. It goes in this kit. It brings your old school up to modern times with the seal bearing and hub. Pretty nice setup. Like I said, you just gotta find you look like you can do more than one bolt pattern with this. So you might be able to go with a smaller Chevrolet bolt pattern, or even a Ford bolt pattern. Small Chevrolet bolt pattern, 4 3/4, or 4 I think it's it'd be 5 by 120 5x120 for the Chevrolet small boat pattern. So this might be able to do both boat patterns, the small one and the big one. But this setup is for, what I'm using it for is for the big one. 5x127 or 5x5. So I'm assuming this sits in here like this. Sits in there like that. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's how it sits in there like that. Turn it sideways. It sits like that. Then you run your boats through here. You got 3 big boats. You run them through there. Yeah. And then I'm imagining you would put your studs in first before you put this together. Just trying to figure out how this arm go on here. I'm assuming it goes like this. Let's see if I can flip it up, get a better picture of how this arm goes. I have to look at the instructions. It doesn't look that difficult to put together. I'm not going to do that now and waste your time to try to put it together, but that goes somewhat like this. I don't know if you can see that. Let me pump my camera down a little bit more. It goes somewhat like this. It bolts on some kind of way. It goes somewhere like that. Anyway, some kind of way it goes. Some kind of way it goes in there like that. Just back up so I can see myself. And that's how that goes. It's actually 2 sets, 2 hubs, 2 spindles, 2 rods, 2 sets of bolts. I'm not gonna pull the other ones out because they're exactly the same. They are exactly the same. So that's the spindle setup part right there. So I'm gonna put this back in here. See if I can get this back in the bag on camera. Make me look like a fool. Spindles, like I said, and this stuff is all separated. You don't get it as, you don't buy it as one kit. So this has a cost on its own. And these spindles were like, I think they were like $650 for the spindles. Now I have this same setup on my my 83 pickup. The difference between the two, and I didn't do a video on the 83. That's why I'm doing this video. But the difference between the 83 Chevrolet C10 that I have done and the 60 that I'm doing is the spindles are different. The 83 C10 have a company called CPP spindles, which they are module spindles, and those are the spindles that Wilwood recommended before they came out with these. These are brand new that they made, but they recommended the CPP module spindles, which is a lot cheaper than these, of course. I think the CPP spindles ran about 300 bucks, and Wilwood's doubling them. But that's the spindles before they came out with these that they wanted you to run on with their kit, with this big brake kit, I should say. Again, instructions, and this is the spindle setup. It's for 71 through 87. You can modify it to go from 60 all the way up to 70. And this is what I did. Like I said, I used the 73 through 87 front clip. I know that I just changed everything: the front cross member, upper lower control arms, all the suspension pieces like the ball joints, the tie rods, in and out tie rods, the center drag link. I changed everything over to a newer year. That 60 model is a little bit different than 63 through 70 because the 60 through 62 has torsion bars. So I just got rid of all that stuff, modified my front to put that cross section in there, and use the up-to-date ball joints, in and out tie rods, and so on. So that's the spindle kit set up right there for that. Okay. Let's go into the front end. Let's continue on with the front part of the truck kit. Of course, the front kit, you do get